What's going on, YouTubers and gamers? This is your pal Malefactor, and it's windy as hell today, so the blinds are going a little crazy in the background. But I'm going to do an updated video. Now, I did a video before on how to de-GameStopify your pre-owned games. Basically, how to take your pre-owned games, take the stickers off, and make them look and feel like they're not so pre-owned. So I see a lot of people's collections. I watch collection videos on a daily basis. I see a lot of people still have their stickers on. And I saw some comments on my old video, which I'm going to take down, that people were saying, why don't you, because I explained it, but I didn't have a game to use at the time as an example. But now I do, because I just picked up a pre-owned game today from GameStop. So here we go. First thing you're going to need is you're going to need acetone. This stuff is your best friend. This will get out just about anything. If you ever had a temporary license plate on the back window of your car, and you have that square sticker and it just like sticks there, so people say, hey, this guy used to have a temporary license plate. You know what? Use this and a straight razor and that'll take care of that really, really, really easy. This is like, probably you could get this for under $10 at any hardware store. This is actually a pretty big canister, container, whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, it's basically it's like, it's a thinner. It's, one of the main ingredients in nail polish remover. It's used to, you could basically take the paint off your walls with this stuff if you wanted to. So you're gonna need one of these, and you're gonna need this is an old white t-shirt that got stained and I don't wear no more, so I'm gonna use this in the video. So a cloth, one of these, and I would suggest if you don't want to break your fingernails, get a knife or get something, because the top on this acetone is very tricky because it has air inside, so you can see the air come out, kind of come out. So yeah, you need to pop that open. Now you take your game. Let's set this off to the side first. Take your game. Okay, you got a sticker up here. This is usually GameStop's stickers here and down here. Now the number one priority, of course, you're going to take out the disc. This is Life is Strange, so I'm going to take the disc out, and also whatever comes with it, which is a Square Enix advertisement. I'm going to put that off to the side. And now you want to definitely preserve your cover art, so you want to take this out, because if you get a spot of acetone on this, it's going to take the ink completely right off. It's going to smear it and it's going to look like crap, so you definitely want to take that out. Now you're left with the case and you're left with the two stickers. Now remember, you don't want to scratch too hard, because you don't want to ruin your case, because these things do scratch. If you see a little if you see the sticker, in this case it's kind of peeling up a little bit, since it's kind of a new sticker on an old sticker, which they do a lot. So just peel off slowly as much as you can, okay? That's actually pretty good in that case. Got that side off, and just leave that for right now. And then you go to this side and you try to do the same. Now this is a newer sticker, like I said. It'll come off. This one's actually almost perfect, just a little tiny bit. The newer stickers come off pretty easy, but if they've been on there for a long time and they've settled in, then sometimes you'll have a pain in the ass trying to get the sticker to come off. So now I'm left with this little end of a sticker and this tiny little bit here, which this is okay. I'm not gonna scratch, because a lot of people could say, okay, we could scratch that, but when you're scratching that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna ruin your case. You're gonna put scratches in your case. You don't want to do that. So you take some acetone. Now remember, this stuff dries really fast, so you have to soak it a lot on the cloth. I'm talking like, and yeah, don't smoke while you do this, because your hands will definitely get wet, but they will dry really fast. Now you want to just rub that on there really good. Get the cloth nice and wet, and just rub it on. Just keep rubbing until basically until the cloth is dry. Just you can set it on a flat surface and just rub that. Just keep rubbing, and next thing you know, you could just basically touch it with your fingernail and it'll just come right off. See how I see? And once that happens, you're still gonna have a little bit of a sticky residue. So you're gonna need to get a little bit more, because by now you know it's dry pretty much. Make sure it's wet on the cloth as you apply it. Rub that sticky residue down. Don't press too hard because you don't want to mess up your case. And okay, that side is nice and smooth right here. Nothing. Okay, now we're going for the one that's a little bit trickier. Now this will work. Just make sure you take off as much of the sticker as you can gently, because you know it's not. You're gonna be scrubbing for a long time if you want to take off a sticker that's like 3 or 4 stickers deep and really on there. So basically, you have it like this. This is what you want to get rid of. Now, take a cleaner or drier portion of the cloth. I'm going to use 2 fingers on this and get it wet. I see how it soaks in there. See, it's becoming transparent. That's what you want. You want it to be transparent like that. You just keep rubbing it a little bit. And if you want, in between, you can kind of give it a little test with your fingernail. See, it's starting to come off pretty easy. Damn, that wind is really fierce out there today. See, it's starting to come off a little bit, but you know, it's not really loosened up quite enough yet, so you want to add some more acetone. And you just want to put on a flat surface and put a little bit of pressure on it, but don't push too hard. And you can already see there's pieces of it already coming off. So let me get that piece out of the way. Yeah, don't smoke while you're doing this, because you will catch yourself on fire. Just a warning. Yeah, so when you keep rubbing it like this, if you rub it for a long time, then the sticker will basically just start like falling apart, and there'll be pieces of it all over. I wouldn't really recommend doing all that, you know, if you don't have to. Just keep getting it wet. Keep getting it wet. No, this is not a sex video, but keep getting it wet. And the more wet you get this, the more it'll break up the sticky residue of the tape, the sticker. And once you can kind of see the case on the other side, when you push on it like this, then you want to try to just run your fingernail across it. Just run your fingernail across it like that, and with minimal effort. And once it starts getting a little bit tougher to do, just rub it down with a little bit more acetone. But really, at this point, you're taking this sticker off with little to no effort. You're not even pressing. I'm not even pressing down on it. I'm just grabbing it and pulling it right off. And then you're gonna have a little bit of residue here, for obviously from that sticky sticker that just came off. Easy fix right here. Just take another dab, and trust me, one of these will last you a long time. That's a lot of acetone to go through, unless you drink it, and I would not recommend it. So, you know, just rub that sticky residue right off, and it basically is clear to, it's nice and smooth to the touch, no sticky mess. What I like to do, because you know it does have alcohol in it, and people are dirty these days, so I figure why the hell not give it another dip and just clean the whole thing off. Just wipe the whole thing down the front. Just give it a wipe, the side, or the, you know, and the back. Just give it a good wipe down. And you pretty much just give it a little inspection. You can see in the light. Okay, it's got a tiny bit more right there, so I just need one more little spot, because that edge, sometimes the stickiness gets in that edge up here, and you just want to make sure that all that shit is out of your case. Okay, that's a lot better there. Yeah, now don't worry about, you know, if the case came with a few scratches here and there, don't even worry about it, because if you're really that anal about it, you can always order some brand new Blu-ray cases online, and I'm sure they're not that expensive. But yeah, that's, I mean, I'd say 9.5 out of 10 people would probably say that cover is good enough to put a PS4 game into, and I think I would definitely agree with that. So now that that is settled, you want to obviously take a nice cloth that's really something that you clean your glasses with. I would recommend. I clean my glasses with this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the disc, and it has a few fingerprints. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe it like this. Just, you don't want to wipe it around. You want to wipe it out from the inside out. Just go around slowly with your finger. Wipe it once, one, till you make a complete circle. And once you do that, look at your disc. If there's any smudges, just individually, you know, hit one here. Little smudge there. Actually, this one's not coming off, so we can push down a little bit. Yeah, definitely you don't want to use acetone on here. Just make sure this is nice and clean, and you know, a piece of cloth, something soft. Blu-rays don't scratch very easily, but still, you can never be too careful. So the disc is about as good as it can get. I mean, this one in particular had a lot of smudging on it, and no scratches though, but just some smudges that maybe take a little bit of saliva and put it on there. That'll help. Yeah, it'll make a little bit more smudge, but it'll wipe off cleaner than it was. Okay. Okay, this is that a scratch? Let me see here. Nope, it's not. Okay. Sometimes they look like a scratch, but if you press down on it and kind of rub on it a little bit, it's more often than not, it's not a scratch. It's just a smudge that looks like it could be a scratch. And in this case, that's what it was. So the disc is, and by my standards, it's, you know, not bad, decent. You know, some people don't really care. They might be like, well, as long as it's not a scratch, you know, I don't care if it's smudged. If that's the case, then, you know, you're good. But yeah, that's basically right there. That's what my disc ends up looking like right there. So pretty good, not bad. So what I'm gonna do is set that off to the side. Now this is nice and clean. Hold on, let me just, yep, okay. Now what you want to, before you put the cover in, you want to make sure there's no pieces of stuff inside here, because sometimes it'll get up in here. Just run your fingers along there, top and bottom, and you know, make sure there's nothing in there. It's nice and clean. And then you carefully put your cover back in, and make sure it's nice and straight. Then you put your disc back in. Wait a minute. Oh no, I already fucked up on my own video. Look at me go. Sorry about that. I put this in the wrong way. Silly me. Silly me. Man, that wind is going crazy. My electricity keeps going in and out. So. Alright, so now we got this squared away here. So now we put the disc in, and we put the stuff back in, whatever it came with, and boom, there you go. Case is closed. Make sure it's not cracked. Yep. Okay, and there you go. Gamestop free. Where did you get this game? Oh, I bought it brand new. And nobody will ever know the difference. Perfect. Beautiful. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's easy. I mean, the acetone is going to cost you maybe, you know, $8-9, 10 at the most for a nice industrial size. I think this is a little bit smaller than industrial size, but just get one like this, or maybe even smaller than that. Just something for your games. If that's all you're going to use it for, then, you know. But pretty much that's all you need is to spend. And make sure you have something to open it with. And you know, if you have a CD cleaning kit, then obviously you would want to use that over the over the cloth that I use to clean the disc. And of course, make sure you have something that you make sure you don't like it, because you know. And if it's white, it's better if it's white, because you know, if you have a colorful one, the color will fucking just get all. It'll end up looking like a damn tie-dye shirt. So, but yeah, once you're done, you got your stickers right here. Get rid of the evidence, as if you never went to GameStop. And that's pretty much my video. Visual presentation of how to de-GameStopify a game. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I went to Best Buy and I picked up Life is Strange, and I have this on digital, and it's really good. 5 episodes, and I got tired of installing all 5 episodes because they have to install individually. So I figured I would just get a physical copy, and I did, and I paid $30 at Best Buy for this game. No, actually, I paid $17 at GameStop for this game. That has been my video. Thank you for watching. I will be doing an updated PlayStation 4 video game collection, so stay tuned for that. And that's about it. This has been your friend Malefactor saying peace and a happy gaming.